since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights. Hop straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage, they were like, see the crowd going, they were like.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the New Orleans Saints. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carr right away going to look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So you think about the Saints here in 2023. I think they wanted some stability at the quarterback position. Well, enter Derek Carr, leaving Las Vegas, if you will, to sign here. What will his presence do for a team like this?
It solidifies a position that for the Saints in 2022 was like a revolving door. They could never settle on one guy due to injuries, inconsistent play, you name it. But now they've got a guy who's done it at a really high level and is fired up about doing it in a new location.
So on fourth down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans. This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Titan football. First and 10 now, Willis and the Titans at the 31-yard line. The NFL's active leader in rush yards, Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A man who played collegiately at nearby Tulane, it's Tyjae Spears. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Here's second and 7. Willis looking to throw it. That one's taken in by Spears. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Probably that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, a lot more to go. On 3rd down, here's Spears. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll run forward, Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. A toss left, Henry. And he stopped immediately there. DeMarco Jackson, the man to bring him down defensively. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second down, here's Willis. Rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and set up for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Here's Willis. Flushed out right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Malik Willis, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and good by Folk, and it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make...
He's got him in, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now a man picked up after 2 years in Detroit. It's Jamal Williams. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. In motion right, Olave. On play action, now Carr. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Second and a couple. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. So a player's shaken up. We'll get a stoppage here. And that's Alvin Kamara, the one who's going to receive some attention. Hopefully he's okay. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Carr going to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in Week 1. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he gets this up past the 30. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Titans. Okonkwo, 69 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yes. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
A first down carry for Henry. Oh, he sheds himself free down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 36 yards. And the Titans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 21-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
What now?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. In motion left is Thomas. Card out a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Trying the left side with Kamara. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Taking it about the 16. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And the Titans first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Willis to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Titans are able to add on to their first half lead.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
This could be the turning point.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw his car.
Downfield, and he's got Olave.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Carr.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Amari Hooker.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Now Willis to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Slot man moves right.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
Flush to his right.
That is caught, and he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Willis.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
White Monday, 93. 93.
Now Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. Here's a diving catch right side. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 57 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Williams is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things have not been going their way, but they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
In it to win it. Bring it home, boy.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Willis.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now this time, Willis throwing it. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Willis looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. The shotgun snap to Willis. Over the middle, complete. That's Goodwin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Right back to the air again with Willis. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Inside handoff, Henry. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On third down, it's Willis. Flushed out right. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll start out here with the option left, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
He'll buy some time right.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Willis on 3rd and goal.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Marquise Goodwin from 4 yards out.
And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He completes it to Olave.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Kamara trying the right side.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And his kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Carr. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they'll begin by running the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Willis on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Titans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Willis and the Titans come to the line now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. The 20, 5, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Danico Autry able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. They'll empty out the backfield and ready for a 3rd and long. Here's Carr. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Willis with another keeper. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now Folk for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
52, Saints 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost,